Mike at it.
Hey, Mike.
I don't know why I was thinking of this. This drill sergeant made me think of this. I think every newcomer in here, which I am not a newcomer anymore, so I can speak from experience. We need to get a hold of some caveman NA. Simple. Read book, go meeting, call sponsor. I mean, we can try to complicate these things, but you know what is a sponsor? Serene person offering newcomer suggestions on recovery. You can find you somebody that is working the program that is relatively sane, which is hard to find. Most of y'all people are fucking crazy as shit. Rightfully so. Look what we just came out of. The fucking war zone. Am I lying? I mean, I'm not even lying about it. Talking about a battle. And sometimes it's not till I come out of a battle and no offense, I know nothing about that kind of battle. I know something about this one. And sometimes it's not till I come out of a battle and I slow down for a minute when I've been in that fight or flight and the adrenaline's been flowing and I come out of it and I sit quietly for a minute. It's only then do I realize how much it's damaged me. It's drained me practically of every drop of serenity and almost every drop of strength I've got. And the only thing I've got left are the old coping mechanisms that are going to ensure that I go right back into the same battle. And then you hear some old timer in some meeting say, don't make any major decisions for the first year. Oh, by the way, change every fucking thing about your life. It's no wonder y'all don't know what to do. And then then as a newcomer, I'm reflecting back here. Faced with this idea of we've become parrots. You know what a parrot is? You know Fruit Loops cereal? Oh, Tucan Sam? We parrot what we heard in the last meeting because it sounds fucking cool. So we can sound cool in a meeting. No problem. But I'm not doing the shit that I'm talking about. And I'm talking about myself before I did the shit. And I'm talking about most people you hear in any given meeting is parrots. Tucan Sam. So the real question is, if you're new, and I'm talking about reflecting back, because I'm no longer new. I better have something to say. The question is, you want to ask yourself, am I parroting or am I going to actually have something to share? Because anybody can be a parrot. And there's only one person that pays the price when I play Tucan Sam. Because I'm going right back. I need to learn some things about meetings. I come in here with an illusion that just because the word anonymous is on the door, and I'm talking about, I go all of them. But I know the words to say where I go. I respect where I'm at. Here we're clean, not sober. Here it's basic text, not big book. Here it's HP, not God. I mean, I could go down the entire list. Why? Because I learned it the hard way. NA hardliners would call me down. I learned the shit. And I'm talking about going there too. Part of what I'm talking about as a newcomer is learning something that I was sadly lacking when I got here, which was the simple word called respect. See, I'm used to being a rebel. I want to be a badass. So I want to go somewhere and they say, please don't say that. And I say, fuck you, I'm going to say what I want. Because I'm cool. Yeah, you're so fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? I remember thinking how cool I was. And I look back and go, no, I wasn't cool. I was a fucking fool. So I got to change the way I'm doing some things. Just because there's anonymous on the door, is this place anonymous? I don't know, let's think about it. It says anonymous. I've heard of doctor-patient privilege. I've heard of priest-penitent privilege. I went to law school since I've been in recovery, but let me break this down for you. This is a public forum. What you say in here can and will be used against you. And I've heard people say they're holding. I've heard people say that most assuredly where they are living, it's going to get back to them probably before this meeting is over, that they're full of shit. So don't think that what you say in here will stay in here. I know we say it's supposed to be that way. It ain't that way. I'm just going to tell you. Now I know that people don't like what I'm saying. I've had people call me in the middle of the fucking night, bitch at me for a fucking hour about how they hate to hear me share in meetings. I shit you not. Of course, they've collected enough fucking white chips to have a 52 deck of cards. Right. So see, when I got here, I hated those people that were just like me because they would tell me the truth. They were absolutely confident about what they were saying. They were certain about the information, not because they read it in a book, but because they lived it. And they had this idea, and they exuded this ritualistic, regimented idea of recovery that I despised when I got here because I wanted to be that rebel. But I'm here to tell you, I need to follow some rules here. Some people can get with that, and some people can't. And let me tell you how many can't. 95%. Not that we can't. Maybe I should use a different word. Won't. Because I guarantee you, you put us up against anybody out there, and I'm telling you the truth, and you know this is true. Let me brag on you for a minute. You put us up against anybody out there, we'll outwork 3 motherfuckers. We're fast thinking and imaginative. We have special skills and abilities. We'll outwork folks. How about outwork myself out of entire jobs? So don't tell me that we don't have what it takes to do this little bit right here. Because I know for a fact, the energy that I expended when I was out there, the energy it takes to stay in here and not just be dry. We're talking about not just be abstinent. The basic text talks about mere abstinence does not equal recovery. I'm talking about being off the stuff, being clean, and being serene. That's the major piece that has to be there if you want to be here for any length of time. And I assume nobody in this room would say, no, I don't want to be here. I want to relapse tonight. No, everybody says they want to stay. But talk is cheap, isn't it? And I need to realize that I've been doing mostly talking in my life when I get here. And my family's tired of hearing it. Cops are fucking tired of hearing it. And I can spot a bullshit story in about 2.5 seconds. My feet need to do my talking for me in here. It's my actions. I'll end with this, because I have no idea what I said, but I've heard some things. And we studied in law school about how a guy went to prison for some shit he said in a meeting. So I just want to let you know, be careful what you say. I just want to let you know that I've been there. That's why I know I'm one of those people now, because now I'm getting the fucking phone calls and the people saying don't listen to him. He's one of them basic text thumping dudes that's always talking about the steps. To me, that's a fucking compliment, because I'm one of the 5%. Do you want to be? Let me end with this to give you something to laugh about and something to brag on you about and to give confidence to anybody in here that's wondering if they have what it takes. There was an old joke by a guy named Richard Pryor. Paul's heard this, but sometimes it's a good little thing to throw out. He's been around with me forever, so he's heard this shit. But maybe y'all haven't. Some of you haven't. It's a guy named Richard Pryor told a joke. He was a comedian when I was a kid, back when they had actual records. Actual records. Okay, so go look it up. You can Google it. But so anyway, he's on stage and he's telling this joke. And he's playing a guy who's trying to get a job. And he's playing the guy behind the desk looking at the resume. He goes, Mr. Pryor, I don't know if you're what we're looking for. I don't know if you're responsible. I don't know if you're dependable. And he switches to himself because he's one guy up on the stage. And he said, what do you mean I'm not dependable? For the last 5 years, I've had a $500 a day drug habit. I ain't missed a payment. Okay, now what does that have to do with recovery? Everything. because I did what I needed to do to not miss that payment. And we all know this ain't about making fucking payments. We are not known for making payments, okay? It's about the idea that I did what I had to do to get what I needed to get. And I'm here to tell you that if anybody in here is wondering if they have what it takes, whether you got one white chip or 50,000, I'm telling you that the amount of energy that it took to stay out there, it only takes a fraction to stay here and be happy for the rest of your life. Fuck dipping in that white chip bin every other week, man. That's a joke. When we get here, we're told that we have a choice. And I believe that. Once I'm off the substance, I'm not dealing with the compulsion that the basic text talks about. That means the mental state preceding the first one is the crux of my problem. That's where the steps come in. And if I don't work them and I just play Tucan Sam, it's only a matter of time before I buy into the lie. And you're always going to have a friend come up and go, the first one's always free. But is the first one free for real? Fuck no. It's the biggest lie I've ever heard in my life. If the one thing we've heard in there tonight that we need to really take to heart, and we read it at the end of every NA meeting that's ever been since I got here, my thoughts need to be on my new associations. That means I need to stick around people who are working a program, who ain't going to have some shit that they're going to stick under my fucking seat. I've heard that damn thing. Hey, look at here. It's up to me, okay? It's up to me for my thoughts to be on my new associations and be around safe people. And I need to be one of those same people. I'll pass.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Mike.